Here we go, guys. Game number 3 of the finals for tournament number 1. Got some prizes at stake. Coaching with me and the rest of the VP Gamers. An invite into the VP Gamers clan. Lots of fun as well in this tournament. I know I've had a lot of fun casting it. Some interesting games. Some pretty good games. I mean, obviously, lower level people are going to make lower level mistakes. That happens. No big deal. But nonetheless, still been some pretty interesting games. So,
I mean, it's rare we get... I could say the games we've casted, I rarely see on Dice Network used like that.
Yep, definitely been very entertaining games. So here we go. Game number 3 could be our last game unless Juicy Fruit can come back to 3 too many people. First spawning over here as the Blue Protoss is going to be the loser of the last 2 games. Looking to try and come back in 3-0 many people to still take the victory is going to be Juicy Fruit. And his opponent over here, the pink-purple Zerg, kind of depends on the map, they kind of change colors, is going to be many people.
Many people's looking for the all-kill. He wants you to destroy him 3-0 and say, you just wipe his hands and go, I'm done.
Hey, if you're in a tournament, if you can get your opponent on tilt somehow, get them off their game, and get a 3-0 victory, why not, right?
You mean like an Hydra leaving to...
Oh, we're not going to even go there. Not going to even go there. But as we do see, many people not going for any kind of cheese or anything, just going to be doing the same type of standard play that's been winning in the matches. I do like that. You do have this tendency when a player gets up 2-0 to all of a sudden like go into this cheese mode where they like try and cheese 3 games in a row and then they lose and it's like, oh no, and you played those macro games so well. But none of that coming from many people, just getting up to their standard play. 9 Overlord, no early pool or any kind of shenanigans like that. A lot of lag though from Juicy Fruit. I'm starting to get worried that he might not actually last the game. But we will see. First gateway underway for Juicy Fruit. Just standard stuff right now. Nothing special going on. Juicy obviously is going to be looking to try and block any hatch first type of stuff. Which is what it looks like many people was going to try and do. But obviously being forced to throw down the spawning pool. Not a big deal. You end up floating 50, 100 minerals, something like that. But, you know, I mean, if you can get the hatch first down, why not get a hatch first down? I mean, obviously cannon rushes can be a problem, but on a map like Metalopolis especially, a hatch first is actually a really good idea against Protoss. If you're, especially with MLG, you're not going to be in close positions, so you don't have to worry about 2 gateway pressures, really. And if he builds, as you see him kill the probe there, and if he builds a bunch of cannons at your natural, even if he did go forward first, you got a nice easy to take third here. So, did like that attempt by many people, but didn't quite pan out, so had to put down the pool first. But still hanging around 13 drones. Hasn't actually started really droning up yet, so kind of interested to see what he's going to be doing here. Looks like he was saving up for some lings. Going to be building 6 lings, moving to the front of his opponent's base. Not quite enough minerals for a queen yet. Does have enough now if he does choose to make it. There goes the queen. Have the cybernetics core just about finished up here for Juicy Fruit, so he can start kind of deciding on which way he wants to go with his build. I'll be interested to see what Juicy Fruit decides to do. I mean, he's basically tried to 3-gate expand or do a fast macro-related strategy the last 2 games, and it really hasn't panned out for him. I think last game might have panned out for him if it went to a long game. I think that Nidus, I mean, obviously made a really good strategy go back.
Extra 5 minutes, Juicy had it.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if he would have had it, but he would have been definitely in a really good position. I mean, the Zerg player was getting ready to gear up to take a third base and stuff. Had he not Nidus, but a Ling run by. This is not what Juicy Fruit needed to see. The Zealot did not have a tight wall in, and the Lings are now in the base doing damage to the probes. That Zealot is getting over there trying to defend his probes. Needs these probes mined. This is absolutely terrible for Juicy Fruit. This is not what he needed to see. The Zealot gets picked off. That'd be absolutely horrible. Here comes a Stalker now to try and help defend. Should be able to clean up these Lings, but the lost mining time is not where you want to be as Juicy Fruit. Will get a free Overlord, maybe. It'll be a little bit close to see if he can pick it off. Should be able to actually pick it off. And now Juicy Fruit, I can't help but wonder, hand, is he feeling under pressure, and is this 4-gate a reaction to feeling under pressure?
I actually will say it might be. It's a smart strategy because he did hold off the 6 lings, and he is macroing up. Many people is macroing his, he's building drones, lots and lots of drones. So the 4-gate could come at a good time.
Yeah, and interestingly enough, this is one of the first games I haven't seen many people put down a single spine crawler. So no spine crawlers at the front. Here comes a bunch of forces of Juicy Fruit. One Ling's going to be running forward, trying to take that tower. Interestingly enough, Juicy Fruit's going to actually back up for just a moment. Does not want to overextend himself too much with these small number of forces, which is going to give many people a chance to try and get some spine crawlers up. I'm not sure if this was supposed to become a spine crawler or not, but it is kind of just hanging out there next to this other spine crawler. Some Ling's getting made. Economy not the greatest for many people. I think he got a little overly excited when he got in the base there and forgot that he has next to no harvesters.
So now he's going to run away with his Lings.
So this could actually be a very precarious position for many people. I mean, he's down on Lings a ton. Or down on Harvesters a ton right now. He does have these 2 Spine Crawlers coming up and a couple of Lings, but not enough Harvesters to really produce enough economy to really hold a 4-gate. So this could actually end up working for many people. Gets down that first Spine Crawler. A couple of Roaches on the way, but I'm not sure these Roaches are going to be able to make the difference. That Spine Crawler taking a ton of damage. Once the Spine Crawler goes down, all that's going to be left is a couple of Lings and Roaches to try and defend everything.
This makes it work.
It looks like the 4-gate is definitely going to work, Han. He's trying to pull back all of those drones to defend, but obviously many people is going to be able to Juicy Fruit's going to be able to reinforce. It does reinforce, getting us around on this Roach over here. Roach just barely gets away, but not for long. Stalker making sure of that. And honestly, Han, many people is looking to be dead in this scenario. Even if he doesn't die, he's going to lose so many drones. I just do not see him doing anything but GGing from this point in the game.
A move by Juicy. Juicy caught it very quickly, and he downed him.
And there it is. There's the GG. We're going to be moving on to a game number 4, guys. Juicy Fruit pulling back into this. Not going to go down, getting 3-0'd. Manages to pick off a game, and it's going to take the series to 1-2. And we're going to be moving on to game number 4.
You know, it was actually a very smart 4-gate, because like I said, he's going to catch him if he does it right at that time where there's not much there.
Well, and on top of that, many people got into the base of Juicy Fruit early on, got kind of an unexpected Ling run by, and I think he maybe got too excited about the fact that he got into the base, and he spent so much time focusing on his Lings that he had in the base. He just had 6 of them, which could do a little damage, but weren't going to do a lot of damage. Completely lost track of his macro. Only had 14 Harvesters after being in the base for a long time. Juicy Fruit, meanwhile, got up to his 21 Harvesters, did a 4-gate, and with only 14 Harvesters holding a 4-gate, it's pretty much impossible.